Okay. Yes. We go into Soundtrap. Bosh. Okay, we should be streaming. According to this thing, we're live. So I'm gonna come into here. Cool. So let me listen to the bit that we just did.
Let me listen to the song again because it's I don't even remember how it sounds like yet.
It's the
yes.
See, I keep doing like a 6/4 da 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 like instead of a 6. Maybe we could do that later on as like a variation.
Yeah, I'm just listening to it now.
Okay, cool. Hey, Sid's here. Yo, how's it going?
Oh, hi. You are first. Congratulations.
Yes. First, bro. Yeah, it used to be a thing.
Sid, you have the honor of telling us if you can hear us okay.
Yeah.
Being the first one to check the quality.
Yeah.
Can you hear me and Al okay?
Yeah, let us know if you can hear. Everything looks good through the OBS, so. Cool. I want to listen to this. Is that nice one, Sid? Is that thing? Remember that? Is that the thing you wrote? I don't know why. Over the years, you must have written this.
Yep.
At least 10 years ago, and I could still remember it like this.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Wow, you actually do remember it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I remembered it. I was like,
it's a song. It's a song I wrote for Charlene like 10 years ago.
So beautiful.
But yeah, it's
Yeah. So beautiful.
Damn. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, I do like that riff. It's a nice riff.
Yeah. So so the bit that we were doing, so we did the, Yeah. We did that whole, I'll have to revise that whole,
Right.
That whole, that bit was all good, but we got to the bit that goes, what was it? Whatever it was, let me listen to it. So everybody's going to hear it as well. I'm going to listen to it on the thing. Yeah, the one that's like... You know that bit?
Yeah.
So I was just thinking...
So hold on, we got somebody asking who Charlene is. Charlene's my wife.
So
just
beautiful.
So you know.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Oh, excellent. Great. You can hear us both nice and even. Great.
Good stuff.
Okay. Why don't you play from the start, Ali? Let's do it from the very beginning. We'll go from the beginning just so everybody can hear where we currently are at. Because I also need a reminder again as well.
All right, let's do it. Okay, I'm going to play it. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So we've got up to the end where we go.
Okay.
Where we're in. So it ends up that we're in the key of A, which is terrific. right?
I don't think anybody's ever called me a Giga Chad before. Yes, I'm married. I've been married for the last. I should know this. For the last.
No.
6...
This does not bode well. Depending on what you say, you may not be married much longer. You bet.
Yeah, no, it's been at least 5 years. So I've been together with Shirlene for like 15 years. So we met in high school. So it's been a long time. We were best friends before we got married. Yeah.
Giga Chad, bro. Or
yeah, I know.
Super duper. It's like what do they call that? Like high school sweetheart. It's a romantic love story. Star-crossed lovers, or whatever the hell they say. I don't know. I'm a lot less romantic than Simon is, as I'm sure you can imagine. So here in the I was doing like a lot of stuff, and I'm like, it just doesn't. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
Oh wow. Ma Diab thought we were 24 maximum.
24.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. I'll take that as a compliment.
You're too kind, but that also means that also means we would have started when we started the channel when we were 14.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
No matter how young we look, there's no way we look 14 years old. Actually, did you know what? I was getting ID'd basically everywhere I went when I was.
Yeah, but you had a mustache since you were like 6, right?
I don't think I started to grow the mustache. I don't think I had no. The first time I properly had a mustache was when I was 24. No, I was getting ID'd everywhere I went when I was 21. I only just started not getting ID'd all the time. Well, I say all the time. I only just started consistently not getting ID'd. Yeah, I think I was probably like 29 or 30. So now I look convincingly like at least 24. Because in the UK it's challenge 25. So if someone looks younger than 25, in theory that's how it goes.
Yeah.
In theory, if someone looks younger than 25, you ID them. That's what most people in retail and pubs and things are trained to do. But
hey Jordan, nice to see you again.
No, but yeah, so
I thought you guys were 16 when we started. We were in our early 20s.
I was 20. No, I was 20. Well, it was 2000. Yeah. What was it? 2020? No, 2011. No. 2012.
Yeah.
So we would have been 22.
Yeah, early 20s.
Yeah.
But that's if you're wondering when we started guitar, that was way earlier. But when we started playing together, it was about about
first,
20, 21, 22 years old.
Yeah, because when we met, we were 18, so.
And that was like 10 years ago, so you can do the math.
Well, like, yeah. Like 12 years ago. 12 years ago. So, yeah. Old! Anyway, so I want to listen to this bit again because I want to do a different melody for this that more matches, like that's, we were saying like more sparse. That's kind of what I want. So instead of like whatever like the rhythmic stuff I was doing, I'm thinking I'm just gonna
sure.
So like just something really, really sparse and simple.
During the
and I think if I can, I'm just gonna get rid of this. And I think because you're doing a lot of these, if I can match those and get like sort of incidental, sort of harmonized bits, it'd be quite.
Sure, that sounds good.
So it's almost not really counterpoint, but it's. Kind of halfway there. So I'm actually gonna, if you want to do the chat, like answer people's questions. Yeah, sure. Things, I'm gonna. Unfortunately, everybody's gonna
go ahead and jam and figure something out.
Yeah, cool.
That's okay.
Cool.
You guys are too kind. saying we're all young and mid-20s.
Oh, so I love it. Oh man, I wake up, I look in the mirror, I go like, oh man, you look like shit. Just pointing in the mirror like a lunatic with my coffee in hand. Yeah.
I like that, what you do just now.
Yeah. Something like that.
That's good. That's got a nice hook.
Yeah.
If you could retain that motif, but just change it up a bit.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Big intervals, guys. There's a little melody thing. When you're writing a melody, think about intervals. Think about the gaps between the notes. Because if you do everything as a scale run, you know what I mean? Then that's EastEnders. You know? Or Mary Had a Little Lamb. You know, it's fine, but big intervals you get more exciting, or varying up the different gaps between the notes. If you do a fifth, you get your nice like Star Wars, right? So, you know, something to think about there. So anyway, it's just so I'm trying to match that, you know, da 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 da, right?
So, Cat Coins Cherry asks, what is the name of this song? I guess you meant song in which you're working on. We don't have a real name for it yet. We'll usually do that at the end once we figured it out. Right now, the working title is High 5K, because it's sort of based on our 50K subscribers recently. But we'll see how it sounds like when we finish it, and then we'll sort of ask you guys.
Normally what we do is we write the song, and then we kind of listen to it again, and then go, what, and kind of we discuss what images it brings up in our mind, or what the music makes us think of. I think that's a really good thing about writing instrumental music, is that you're not beholden to like name the song after something in the lyrics. You can just listen to the song and go like, it sounds like, you know, like wind blowing in the trees or something like that, and you can name it something that's to do with wind blowing in the trees, for example. So I'm going to go for a couple of takes.
I see. Software, sorry, my bad. Software is Soundtrap. So Soundtrap right now is it's free. It's a really, really great way for us to work together online. So Soundtrap is an Soundtrap. We work together on Soundtrap to get ideas, and later on we'll record it a little bit more professionally using Logic, which is what we use.
Okay.
Elixir of Life. Well, I always use Elixir strings.
They're my favorite strings. Okay. Okay. Ah, okay. Maybe.
A little bit of dissonance.
Yeah.
Could work.
Maybe. I think it might be. I think it'll work. I'm working this out like a little bit at a time as we try again. So
that's fine.
Yeah. Cool. That should work. Da, da, da. Oh, hold on.
put some eyebrow raising notes.
Chromatics, bro. Oh no, because we got this one later. I'll have to think about that later.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the last one. Yeah. Elixir of Life as the prequel to Fully Restored. That's a pretty cool notion.
Oh, you're breaking up there on the... Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. You're getting a bit fuzzy there on the audio, but...
You good? Okay.
No, it's just Discord pooping out a little bit. It does that. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna try to record 2 bars and see how it is. So.
Yeah, just put something down.
Yeah. So. Try that.
How's the weather where everybody is at the moment? In Thailand, it's quite nice, actually. Normally it's about 36, 37 degrees Celsius. Celsius. Nowadays, walking around, it's about between 18 to 20, 22, which is really cool for Thailand. Well, thanks very much, Johnny Hunt. I am Malaysian, but I was born and raised in Thailand, and Alistair is Hong Kong, and he's from Hong Kong, and he's also British. Yeah, thank you very much for your comment on our Japanese vocals. Apparently we sing very well in Japanese, Alistair.
Danke. I mean, sweet. Thank you. We turn the metronome on, actually. There we go. Cool. So I think that's kind of a cool idea. Hold on.
Oh, by the way, when you play back for everybody else, is the metronome still on?
Yes, I've just switched it off. So.
Okay.
Okay, that's the right idea, but I want to record a better take with a bit more volume, I think. So for recording, I turn the metronome on, and then obviously for playback, for everybody else, I'm going to turn it off. Lost. Ha! You lost.
Have you gotten used to the shortcut yet?
Which shortcut?
The record shortcut.
What is it again? It's not R.
Control space.
Okay. See, I'm gonna not do that, because if I do that, I'm gonna start pressing Control space on Logic.
And it just deletes everything, right?
Yeah.
What I really hate is when you open up Logic, the close program button is right next to the save button.
See,
anyway,
I just, now having worked with Logic for the years that I have, I just Control S every
I know.
Every couple of takes, just, well, on a Mac, Command S. But yeah, well, if you're new to Logic, then watch out, you know.
Light Yagami asks, how do we meet each other?
Uni.
Well, we went to the same university, the same music college together in the UK when we were in our early 20s.
Yeah, we were younger than that. We were 18.
Oh yeah, I suppose so.
We were younger.
It was the Academy of Contemporary
Yes.
ACM.
And yeah, we first started playing together in a metal band, and yeah. So and we did that for like 2 years. We quit that because we didn't really want to. We weren't really interested in being in that kind of band anymore at that time. And then yeah, we just decided to keep doing this acoustic stuff, and somehow here we are. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go do this next take. I'll let you. Keep doing dot takes.
Ooh.
Okay, and again. Almost.
Favorite metal bands? Oh, it's gonna take a little while. You can answer that after you're done recording.
Cool. Okay, getting there. So I don't know what it is about these syncopations in 6/8. I just find it really hard to get those hits. Those those offbeat notes. I don't know. So see here, really easy in that context, but just to play notes, to write a melody that hits those syncopations. I don't know why I'm struggling so much.
Yeah, right. No, I get it. I get it.
Okay. So that's that. It's still a little bit out. Either there's latency or I'm being too hesitant. Do it again. Cool. It should be more like it.
Yeah, I want to avoid talking too much when you're recording, just so you can concentrate.
That's fine. Cool. Save. Looks good. Save the project. Where's the sync button? Oh wait, hold on. I need to do this thing. Is it synced? Did you get a thing? Did you get a ping?
I did get a ping. Give me a sec.
Alright, cool. I just want to make sure you got it. Okay, cool. Because I hadn't opened the window. You listen to that. I'm gonna play it from everyone to hear. Okay, cool.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm listening to what you just did. That's your note, right? You played an F.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
I don't know why. My ear's really expecting an E.
Okay,
but
let me do it again. Let me do it as an E, and then what I'll do is this. Like that. So an E and then a slide up to an E and back down. Yeah. I'll do that. See, my ears wanted to do that too, but I was like, maybe I can get something more interesting because this is an F chord.
I mean, what?
So in theory, it should work.
Right.
But I think naturally.
I know, but it's just a little jarring at first. You could introduce it perhaps on the second pass, but to introduce that motif rhythmically, maybe something a little bit more expected.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna record that now, and then we'll answer some questions. Make sure that sounds good. still a little bit rhythmically out. Let me do that again. It's a very difficult rhythm for me for some reason. Okay, that's the problem, is just me being a bit slow.
It's because you're starting your... Go on.
There we go, better.
Nice. Yeah, it's challenging because you're starting your second note on the 3 and.
Yeah, it's still a little bit late. Yeah.
Okay. Synced up?
Yes.
All right, let's hear that. Nice. I like that. That's where I was expecting it to go. Just for now. Later on, we can take it out of the box.
Yeah, we can do different. Yeah. Cool. Let's answer some questions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Johnny asking, we met at ACM. Does that mean we're London based? You used to be London based.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's back up. Let's back up to who are your favorite metal bands?
Oh, right. I'll let you go first.
Me, a lot. Iron Maiden, Megadeth.
Yeah.
Killswitch Engage.
Yeah.
I like a lot of metalcore stuff too. You know, I like classic. Honestly, the only metal that I don't really like that much would be like really hardcore, like ambient death metal. It's a little bit much for my taste. Anything that doesn't really have a defined rhythm. If it's just like and it's like that for like 10 minutes, I can't. That's a bit much. But any other kind of metal, I'm cool with. Even fantasy LARPing metal is I can dig that. That's kind of
fun. Rhapsody, my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, Rhapsody. Yeah, Rhapsody.
Well,
talking
Rhapsody,
about swords and dragons and shit. Yeah,
Rhapsody.
Sure, why not?
Hey, Simon, do you like Andre's asking, do you like Marty Friedman? I love Marty Friedman.
I do.
So
I love his guitar. His picking style is really fucked up and weird, but I love him.
Yeah.
He's really
So
great.
there's
I've met him a couple times.
So there's this at my pub that I drink at, my sort of local pub. We have a jukebox at my local pub, and me and the bar staff, who are people that I'm friends with already, we just keep putting money in. Me and one of my buddies, we keep just putting in coin after coin and just play loads of Megadeth and Pantera and stuff like that. My favorite metal bands, let me think. I mean, so many that I couldn't name them all, but like, I don't know, I started getting into rock music and metal in the nu metal era. So if you guys remember the nu metal era, I mean, I was like 12 when that was at its height. Yeah. So it was like Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit,
of course,
System of a Down, Korn.
I know why you want to hate me.
Yeah.
Except that's good stuff.
Yeah.
What was it again? How's it go?
Yeah. Come on. That's my best Fred Durst impression.
Was it? Oh yeah, I was thinking of Fear Factory.
Oh, Fear Factory. I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't find out about industrial.
Yeah.
I didn't find out about industrial until I was older. I was into like Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, System of a Down, and then I was in
System of a Down.
And then I started playing guitar, and then I was really into Children of Bodom, who I've mentioned before, who did all that neoclassical, like all that. That kind of, Yeah. Was it? Yeah. It's very kind of scaled.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. to Alexi Laiho. And there's this one band I was really, really into. They're still around, actually. They're still doing pretty well. Really well, in fact, because they still tour internationally. They've been around for like 20 plus years. I was really into Seven Dust, who are like a new metal type band, or hard. Nowadays they're kind of more like hard rock from Atlanta, Georgia. So they're very good. And then I went through a massive thrash phase. So I was into Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Machine Head, and that was that was the time when all the metalcore bands were blowing up. So I was into early Avenged Sevenfold, Trivium. Killswitch were big, but I happen to have not listened to them, and I don't know why, because they are really good. There were some really extreme bands that I liked that it's not for everyone. Like, I quite like Dimmu Borgir and stuff like that, like black. There were some black metal bands that I liked. Emperor. Yeah. I was really into like Scandinavian metal for a hot minute. So like Children of Bodom, In Flames, Soilwork, Dimmu Borgir. There was this one band called Eternal Tears of Sorrow. But Imperium. I don't remember what they were into, something or other, but there were a lot of Scandinavian bands I was really into at the time. So anyway, the metal bands that I like, uncountable how many of them there are.
Sure.
Machine Head, I mentioned them before. Iron Maiden, Rhapsody. If we're going down the power metal route, it'll never end. Mr. Big, I love Mr. Big. Anything with Paul Gilbert in it is amazing. So anyway, I hope that answers your question.
Paul Gilbert, Muddy Friedman, all those guys, great. John Petrucci.
Oh,
their solo album stuff is also great.
Yeah. Disturbed. Someone's mentioned our cover of Serpentine. I happen to have been listening to that
thank you very
album
much.
At the time, I was listening to that album a lot at the time. Anyway, so let's get back into it. We'll answer some questions later. So we've got this one. And then we've got good that we got. So I think what I could do is I could go like like the same thing in
right.
So we got what is it again?
Yes, that's correct.
Cool. So okay. Oh, it's an A after that.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Or. Yeah, I think maybe I'll give that a go. So I'm going to change the channel, or change to a different. Give that a go. Yeah. I got it wrong already. I'm still rehearsing, so. Oh, okay. What do you did that weird bar thing here, right?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So, okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that.
Nice.
That sounds quite.
That sounds.
Because it's a similar rhythmic motif, right?
Mm.
So we try that. Give that a rehearsal run.
Maybe you can come up with later on. Maybe you can come up with the with the rhythm pattern for the chorus. I'd like to try doing a lead bit over.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Usually it's the other way around.
Yes, because obviously you're like the I typically guys because Simon's like a drummer. I typically defer to him because he always comes up with rhythms that are more interesting and more like you go like Home Improvement. For anybody who's either old like I am or American, Home Improvement was a sitcom that was very popular, and I got reruns of it growing up in Hong Kong. But outside of
I like this guy. I like this guy. You know this guy in Home Improvement.
Oh, right.
Guy you only see.
Yeah. I like this guy. Man, I haven't watched.
It's just a pair of eyes looking over the fence.
Oh, Al, the neighbor, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Tim Allen's neighbor. Oh man, that's a name you don't hear very often these days. Tim Allen. He's kind of only known for like really mainstream media. He's kind of known for only being like Home Improvement and Buzz Lightyear. Those are his two things.
Although in terms of like sitcoms and comedies and stuff, mostly I grew up with British ones, Blackadder and MASH and all those things.
MASH. I haven't seen MASH. My mum used to show us videotapes of a BBC sitcom from the 70s called The Goodies, and that was really funny, featuring Tim Brooke Taylor and Bill, and strangely famed wildlife conservationist Bill Oddie. So that was a really good show. So I'm gonna.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Let's see if we can get a good amount done today.
Yeah.
Actually, Ali, we need to get a good amount done today because the week after this, I'm away. I'm away for a couple weeks, so we got to finish it before that. So we have this session and next week, and that's it.
Well, next isn't
the year.
Isn't next week? I mean, are you available?
Well, next I am available, but that's the last day I'm available. Literally the last day.
The 26th.
The 26th, because the 27th I'm going to be elsewhere for a while. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we'll work it out. Yeah. I'm gonna. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do that recording now. So that should sound quite good, I think. Sync. Give it a minute. Takes a second, these things.
Yep, I haven't got a ping yet. Okay, got it. Cool.
Hey, alright. I'm gonna listen to it now.
Was there a bum note in the mid? Hold on. You went like. What was after that note?
Oh, it was like a muted B. It just didn't really come through. Let me play it again.
Oh, I see.
Let me do it again. It just didn't come through. Yeah.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah, I just went like in the other one. It didn't come through. Okay.
I have a habit of muting my strings when I'm demonstrating runs to my students, and they're like, "Why does your guitar sound so different?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
Oh yeah, because they don't really get the
like
technique. Yeah. Cool. So that should. I do it too.
I like that. That's good. So,
yeah, I tend to, when I do runs or demonstrations for students, I tend to just mute the string. I don't even know why. It's just to make it a bit softer, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
Anyway, okay, so let me hear from the top of that section. Hold on. I like it. Good. It flows. And then
And I guess we could just do another run of that, and then add some.
we could do another round of that, but then the ending will be a little different because then it goes into the verse section. So you can. So try doing that intro again, but you can do the F instead of the E this time. And then
Yeah. And then. Some kind of.
So let's play it for everyone to hear from the top, and then see what sort of feels right after what you
Cool.
just did.
From the beginning, then, everyone, and go.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Cool. So let me listen through this.
You got it?
Yeah, let me listen through this second run through. Straight to the A. Okay. So we go. Something like that. So.
Oh, we got a donation. Thanks very much, Killix. You're always consistent on those.
Yeah, man. What is that? When will the first dark-based original be done by you?
What
does that mean?
I'm not sure.
I
know what you mean, Killix.
Do you mean like a dark-sounding song that's original? I mean, don't know, like whenever we get to it, I guess. I don't know.
We could.
Yeah, we could do the next one, something that sounds kind of dark and menacing, you know?
Well, yeah. It's if you want it to be brooding, or if you want to be dark and fast, like our Doom cover, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how you managed to make that work, to be honest.
It worked though. It worked, and everyone liked it. Most people liked it.
Wow. We're not. Yeah. I can't imagine what kind of person would go on someone's sort of like a guitar arrangement video and go, "Oh, dude, you suck!" Like,
we have a few of those.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's actually ever outwardly gone like, "Oh, you suck, dude."
What annoyed me was a comment on like you know how for some covers I like to augment it with a little bit of backing instruments, so a little bit of drums, a little bit of bass, just to fill out the gaps a bit.
Yeah.
And I think it was on the Pacific Rim cover that was like there was a guy saying, "Oh yeah, guys, yeah, that was great and everything, but I can clearly hear all the backing instruments." Like, as if I didn't want you to hear them.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to trick you. I'm not trying to trick you into thinking they're not there. Like, they're there to be heard.
I know. It's
what
like
talking about.
It's like it just sounded ridiculous to me. But anyway,
it's like a proper.
Yeah.
That's a peep show moment where you're like, have you gone mental again?
It's like clearly there's an electric drum there. So I don't know how if you guys are trying to hide that. Like, no.
Why would we? No, because if we were gonna hide it, you wouldn't have heard it. We would have. You know what we would have done? You want to know what we would have done if we didn't want you to hear it? Not put it in. Unacceptable.
All right, let's keep going.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
So
keep going.
Cool. So Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. And then like that.
Yeah, I just stay on the A, but I can change that. Do you like that? Or
It's fine. Yeah, I
something
like
else
it. I like it.
on
It's
that
fine. Yeah, it's fine as it is. I'm just gonna. Yeah,
And
I
just
gotta...
a little bit of drum fill thing.
Something like that. Oh, hold on. That's maybe. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Okay, that's a 4-beat. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. So that's a 6th note. I'm just gonna do a straight. I think I'm gonna do a straight pentatonic.
Do you want me to add a harmony to that instead of me just strumming?
I'll play it first, and then we'll see.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do the recording now. That's not quite how I imagined it. Oh no, it's because I played it wrong. Fool. Yeah, fool or took.
Yeah, only 6 minutes.
Yeah. Throw yourself in next time. Spare us of your stupidity. It's a Lord of the Rings reference for anyone wondering.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Remember when Ben used to say, bass player in an old metal band, he used to just go, fool of a took, for no good reason. Legend. He's a full-time photographer now. I don't know if you knew that, Simon.
Yeah. I've heard he's doing well. I've seen a couple of his promo shots.
Yeah.
Looks good.
See, I'm such a bad friend. I had no idea that he was into photography until he was like about to start doing it full-time professionally. Because people were like, what does Ben do now? I was like, I don't know, he works at like he worked at one of the RAF air bases, I think, for a bit. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this recording. Cool. Maybe. Yeah, I think that'd probably be better. Do that again. So the minute thing, I didn't do the articulation that I wanted. Did I again?
It's important. Oh.
That's a.
No, it's like a half tone too freaking flat, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Love it though. It's classic. You can't do anything. You can't not do that now. Like when we play.
Okay, that should be
kind of good.
Yeah, that should be okay. Let me press the sync button just so you can listen to it. So it's just pentatonic. Yeah. Okay. And I skip to the E.
Oh, I see.
I could have gone. I could go, but I've gone. I could go to make it a bit more pentatonic-y, but I don't know. We'll listen to it.
Okay, let's have a listen.
Yeah, cool. Let's listen from the whole. I'm gonna play the whole section. Go.
Yeah, I think it works. I don't think I need to do a harmony.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna do a melody for the next section now. So we got, what is it, A?
Yeah, I'm wondering, because if at this point you've been playing lead the whole time, this would be the time for us to swap.
Cool.
So
why don't you come up with a melody then in that case?
Yeah, and I guess when we do the recording, you can do the rhythm as when you play this recording.
Yeah.
I guess for now you can try to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm using my fingers for this mostly.
Cool.
You can hybrid it if you like. Okay. Let me try to figure out a melody for this section. Yeah, you can mute me if you'd like. Up to you, and you can take over the chat.
Cool. I'll mute you for now, and then I'll wait for the ping.
Oh, by the way, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, Killix was just mentioning the BBC cover, and I watched the BBC Sherlock cover the other day because Charlene, my wife, she was covering a media studies class, and the kids wanted to see something from us that was like very cinematic, and because that one was probably the most impressive cinematic example that we have in our catalog, they were very impressed by our acting and the whole thing. So it was watching it back. It actually brought back quite a lot of good memories. There was a lot of stuff we did.
Yeah, no, that was like, because I think I spent a week. So we were at Simon's sister's place, other sister. So it was us. Yeah. Obviously, we were at Sonia's and Matt's place. So we was Sonia and Matt. So that's Sonia's Simon's sister, and her husband.
But it was also.
Yeah, and his husband.
We
Matt.
also filmed segments of it.
In
yeah,
Matt's
we also
car.
filmed it in Thailand too.
Oh yeah, you filmed bits of it in Thailand, and then we did.
It was.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was surprisingly epic in terms of
and then
the expense.
It was half of it was filmed. No, some of it was filmed in Thailand, a bit of it.
Yep.
And then.
And
the majority of it was done in the sort of the Cambridgeshire countryside. It was very nice.
We also filmed the sequence of me getting on the plane. To the UK
from at Heathrow. Yeah. Man,
I'm gonna get on with this.
Filming in Matt's car was cool because Matt has he's like kind of into cars, so it's like good, cool stuff. Okay, I'm gonna let you get on with it. And bosh. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take over the chat. I'm gonna go run through some of these. Lake Bodom is so good. Yeah, Lake Bodom is so good. Yes, Andres. Our cover of Disturbed. I really liked it. I was listening to that at the time, that album a lot. Cool. Cool. Let me all the way to the bottom. Yes. I don't know. See, it's called the BBC. Well, it's not called the BBC cover. It's the Sherlock cover. Jordan asks, do we think we'll ever do Crimson Dealer again? I will probably still play this lick. So I'll probably still play that dud lick. Maybe. I don't know if we'll ever do that song. I don't know. I don't know if that song kind of needs to be re-recorded necessarily, but I mean, we might. Yeah, I mean, chances are we probably will eventually record a song that was kind of like that. But we don't have any plans to like re-record that song. If we ever do a gig together again, which God knows when that's gonna be, we might. Let me see. Have we been to Bristol? I've actually never been to Bristol. No, we've never really been to Bristol. That's in the West Country, isn't it? I don't really know. I'm bad at geography. No, I have a bunch of friends who live in Bristol, but I have never been there. So it's a little bit far out for me because I'm in Surrey. Not at the moment. At the moment, I live in a hotel room. Go me. Okay. Oh, thank you, Ishvan. He says that Crimson Dealer is our best original. Yes. No, I've not really visited the West Country. You know, where all the the farmers trying to get me to drink all their cider. Worst thing about that is I'm not really a cider fan. I'm sorry for anybody who's from the West Country who's really proud of their cider. But I'm not into cider. And then all these West Country folk are like, "Nah, you've been drinking all the bad stuff. That's because you've been drinking Strongbow. You need to drink, you need to drink the real cider. Here, have this like scrumpy or whatever it is." And it's like the realer the cider is, the less I like it. It's got like chunks of apple in it. Come on, man, don't do this to me. But anyway, I'm not a cider man. I like to drink beer. I like to drink whiskey. Sometimes I drink wine. Not very often, but I'm okay with it. My go-to drink is a whiskey and soda. Fruit cider. Strongbow dark fruit, mate. Oh wow, Killix. Well, tell your sister that. Tell your sister that thank you for listening to our album. Let me see. Yeah, Jordan, to be honest, I think if we played Crimson Dealer at a gig, it would sound, it would be the same but better, because we've just gotten better as players. So, as guitar players, I think you'll find that, and as musicians in general, as you get better and better over the years, you might not even necessarily, like, a mark of how good you are is not, or how much you've improved is not how much harder stuff you can play. It's how much better can you play the stuff that you could play a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Like if you get a clip of me from 5 years ago doing a scale run, whatever, I bet you that scale run sounds better now. Like I bet you I could play it and sound nicer, that same scale run or that same melody, that I could play 5 years ago. It's just like your touch and everything kind of improves. So I think if we played that song or any song that we would have done years prior, it would sound the same, just better and more refined, because your touch just gets more refined. So I hope that answers your question. Let me see if cool. So Simon's still recording. I was just checking I haven't missed his ping. Dabba 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 shabba labba dabba dabba. Anyway. you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my guitar away for now. Oh, well, thanks, Jordan. Actually, I'm going to just try to be disciplined and hold on to it without playing. Yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah, you're right, Jordan. I think we were definitely already fairly good when we started the channel. Saying that, when we started the channel, we'd already been playing for a bunch of years. Simon, more years than me. And I'd been playing for maybe 5 or 6 years when we started the channel. You can hear the difference, like, you know. You can just hear the difference in the quality of the playing, even the stuff that's at the same level of difficulty. Okay, Andre's asking if I have family who are musicians. My sister plays guitar and piano, and she sings. I'm the only professional musician in my family. My father was a avid player of the Chinese erhu, if you're Mandarin speaking. If you're Cantonese like me, yiwu. And I used to play yiwu as well, so. What was I going to say? But no, yeah, my dad played erhu in his youth. You know, I have a newspaper cutout of him somewhere, of him having won a citywide contest in Hong Kong for playing Chinese classical music. My mum plays a bit of piano. She sings. So people in my family do play music, but I'm the only one who's become who does it for a living. Anyway, oh well, Killix, thank you for your donation. It's very kind, and thank you to your sister as well, and thank you for very, very generous, very nice compliments. It's very nice. I'm glad. I'm glad you think my music is honest. Okay, cool. Okay, let's take a peek at what Simon's doing. Oh, by the way, guys, how do you think this layout's a bit better, isn't it? With us at the top and the DAW at the bottom. I think it looks a lot better this way. Ooh. Oh, burpee. Oh yeah, I just remembered, in my little hotel fridge I had a little glass of orange juice that I saved from breakfast. Okay, good. Yeah, nice one. Thanks, guys. I'm glad it looks better. I'm glad the stream is going better. That it's clearer and everything. So we're kind of getting our bearings on this more as time goes on. And I think I'm not really able to do that at the moment. Maybe when I get back to England and stuff, I'm gonna invest in like a better camera and, you know, have a better quality. So Okay, Killix, learning just to be good. All right, well, Killix, keep practicing your guitar, and you'll get there eventually. Have patience, and just, you know, don't worry too much about, you know, long-term goals. I said this in a previous stream. Focus on the short-term goals here and there, just as you go along. Set yourself things that you know, goals you know you can achieve, but that are still like a little bit away, rather than thinking about things that are really far away. My quarantine, Jordan, it's been the same as it's been the last 2 weeks. I've got 4 more days to go, so I'm all right. I've had lots of stuff to do. I've been doing these streams with you guys, so, you know, I've had you guys to keep me company, so that's pretty cool. I've been writing my own... I've been writing a song that I'm going to play in a different band. I'm in this other band called Sugar Darling, which is not my own band, but it's a band that I joined as a guitarist and on guitar and keyboard. So I've been writing something that I want to play with them. And I've been just binging... Oh, Simon's done. And I've just been binging Netflix. I've been telling Simon a second ago that I've been binging JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I actually never watched until recently, so that's pretty sick. Alright, you're back.
Yo.
Cool.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just trying to finesse it a bit.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I did something pretty minimalistic, but I wanted to keep that sort of... It has that sort of delicate, endearing kind of touch.
Okay.
Kind of almost like a nostalgic flashback kind of vibe, right? So
Okay.
I didn't want to go too crazy with it, but have a listen.
Okay, let's all listen together, guys. So I'm going to play it from the end of the previous section going into it. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, I think we can go for another run of that chord progression.
You think that lead line works over top?
There's one bit that's a little bit... I don't know if it's just you played it a bit out or if it's just... Let me listen to it again. So, let me hear it again.
You're probably thinking about...
There's like a little legato bit. Hold on. It's just this. It's the bit that goes. It's the.
Yeah.
It's fine. I know what you're going for, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. But so it just threw me off a little bit.
Should
But
I record
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's a good melody. Let me hear it again.
Yeah.
I really like the. Then it's nice and simple. I want to hear it one more time.
Yeah.
Oh. That's the Aladdin, the whole new world.
I know, right? It's a little bit that.
I love it. No, I love it. Cool. I think we can go through that. No, I think we can go through that again with some variation.
We can swap now, so you can do the lead, and I'll do the other one. You know.
Okay.
It could be exactly the same thing on the bottom, because it's quite a interesting rhythm part, so it doesn't have to change too much. Excuse me.
I think the rhythm part can kind of stay. Let me listen to that. Oh, let me listen to the rhythm part. I was busy talking to everybody. So is it?
Yeah. Go on. You can solo it.
Yeah, I'll do that now. let's listen to it together, guys. Okay.
All I'm doing is
okay,
I'm
so
doing it down here.
So it's
that's it. Then I'm going up to the 9th fret, sliding it down to that's it.
cool.
And it's okay. Go on.
Cool. I'm gonna listen to it.
I can almost imagine like a glockenspiel in the background accompanying this. You know, like almost like a music box.
Yeah, it's very. Do you know what that reminds? It just makes me think of like, like a water level in a video game in like Zelda. You know, or like
but not as menacing.
Or like no, more. It reminds me of like some like a Super Mario, like Mario 64. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
Like in
it's got an endearing quality.
Like a water level in Mario 64.
Yeah, it's a bit relaxing. It's a bit cute, but it's also a little romantic sounding, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Aha! Get what Jordan says. Sounds like message in a bottle.
It's because of the ninths.
Yeah. So we do these.
There's a lot of ninth chords.
Ninths and JoJo cover. I was working on a JoJo cover, but just because like it was like a, you know, it was like a really recognizable song, and it was in every meme. Giorno's theme. That. Was it? Whatever it was. You know, I was hearing it so much, and I was teaching a student how to play it because one of my guitar students really into anime, and that was one of the songs he wanted to learn. I was like, that's kind of a cool song. I think I should do it, and then I somehow never followed up on it. So once I was still going through Stardust Crusaders. Once I finish watching Golden Wind, then maybe I'll do that one when I get really passionate about Giorno. So anyway, so we got. I think maybe change into like a
little bit more of a strummy vibe.
Turn into strumming at the end.
I'm hearing a couple of options that we can go to, but anyway, yeah, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe for the first half of it, you can stick with that sort of syncopated, you know, stop like a mutes in between, silence in between.
Yeah, I'm
like start and go.
I think keep it the same until this bit and
the
then
end.
Yeah, same until the end basically. So cool. Let me.
Yeah, and yes, Witcher. We're watching the new Witcher series. At least I am.
Yeah, I'm bad at watching shows. I'm just gonna be watching it, going like,
oh yeah. How do you think our Witcher cover did? We've done two technically we've done two. We've
Oh
done
yeah,
the
we did Witcher.
3
We did Witcher
game
3. Yeah.
We did that live, and then we did toss a coin to your Witcher. Yeah, I was actually really happy with how toss a coin went.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that went quite well indeed. And because the thing, I didn't watch Netflix's The Witcher. You were really into it though, right? Because you watched, obviously you.
Yeah,
watched
well, I was into the books and the games, so and
yeah,
course,
hardcore fan.
Series.
Yeah. So I actually didn't watch it. I will watch it though, guys. I promise I'll watch it once I finish watching JoJo. But I'm really bad at watching shows. They're like long shows. Well, Witcher's not long, so I don't have an excuse for Witcher. But I remember when like Breaking Bad was on TV, I was just like, oh, it looks really good, but I don't know, it's just such a commitment to watch something that's that long. I never watched Game of Thrones. I did end up watching Breaking Bad.
Thank you, 70-second echoes. Yes, you noticed the Witcher 3 music reference in Toss a Coin. Not a lot of people noticed that, but yeah.
See, one of my students saw that video, and he went, "What was that other stuff that you played?" Because he was a fan of the show, and he's like, "Oh, what
Not
was
the
that?"
game, right? Yeah.
No, but then I was like, "No, that's in The Witcher 3." The thing is, he's a gamer as well. I think he just didn't play the Witcher series, and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "All the." And the original of that with I think the lyrics are in like Hungarian or it's either like Hungarian or Bulgarian or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
classic.
Yeah.
Good,
I was like, no, it's
soundtrack.
from the game. And he was like, oh right. Yes, he just never played. But yeah, no, that one did really, really well. I think that's one of our most watched videos. So, anyway, I'll let you take over the chat while I.
Could you arpeggio into that?
Oh, like yeah, do a little rake.
Yeah. Little yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
Then I can imagine a few directions this could go. It could go back. It could go to like I could do that. It could go like I can imagine almost a very sparse, epic kind of call and response between rhythm and lead that's harmonized, like.
Okay.
You know, I don't know, something.
So we're gonna go. How about I get to here. I'll go like. How's that at the end? And then we can do something else.
Yeah. Don't. So. Yeah, that works.
Cool. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that now then. Yeah. I'm gonna need my metronome.
Cool.
All right, you take over the chat. I'm recording.
Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah, go on. I'll take a look. Oh, thanks, Jordan. Yeah, the small touches that make it a little bit special.
I think I might have put an extra beat in there. Let me listen to it. Yeah, I did one of those. I accidentally put in a bar of 4/4. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Cool. Do that again. this is faster than I thought. I need more practice.
I did it with hybrid picking, but it's up to you if you want to pick the whole thing.
Okay.
If you can, try to hit the E string as well. So like,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. Oh.
Like that.
Ugh.
Oh, I think there's a gap there, so you go like.
Okay.
You can do like a percussive gap there.
Okay. But
Honestly, yeah, do it a little bit your own way. That's fine. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as mine.
yeah. Cool. All right, I'm gonna get to it. Ah, already bollocksed it. Here we go. Cool. Ah. Pick better.
Practice again.
Ah.
Don't worry with that last note if it's messing
I think
you
what
up.
no, it's just need more practice. Now it's one of those things like you remember the recording sessions we used to do, like every time I play it when it's not recording I play it perfectly. And then
yeah, it happens all the time. It's a psychological thing.
Yeah,
it's
red they call it red light syndrome or something like that, where like the recording light goes on and suddenly you forget everything you played. Ah. Okay. Cool.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Much better than before. Just a couple of kinks I need to work out, and then. Oh, I suddenly forgot what chord I was playing.
Yeah.
Cool.
So a lot of people are requesting some tutorials
Oh, hold on, give me a sec.
for like specific rhythm parts.
Hold on. Let me see. Tutorials for our music. I guess we could do that. If we did.
Yeah, I suppose it would make sense if it was for content that was, a lot of people wanted to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the idea behind these live streams are sort of like a way to just mash everything else we haven't been doing into one sort of medium, which is this. So I guess we if you'd like, we could do it like as part of the live stream as well. And then we can, I guess we could sort of cut it out into a shorter segment if you want. Yeah, I guess it would depend on the content. If there's a particular riff that you guys really want to learn, then we can do that. But
I mean,
while we're figuring it out, we're also yeah.
I mean, it depends. I mean, let us know when you say like tutorials. Do you mean you know, say stuff from, because a lot of guys like obviously ask for tabs and things for the really popular videos. So if you want us to do tutorials on like, say how to do that really crazy percussive part in, you know, Metal Gear Solid with like all that, you know, before the like we could do like a video, something like a bit more polished with some like close-ups and tabs and stuff like that, like running tabs and things like that. We could do that too. That would obviously take a little bit more time to like record and produce and stuff like that. So if you want to see that kind of stuff, you know, if there's enough demand for it, we can make it happen. So it just depends like what people want and how many people want it.
But for now, anything that we're talking about right now in live stream is happening, you know, live. So like if we have any corrections that we make, I will try to make it obvious as to how I'm dictating that to Al and vice versa.
Yeah.
So like that suggestion I was telling him how to do the arpeggiated rake, it would add a little bit more finesse to it, and
right. Okay.
It's important that you mute that, because it really does bring out, it brings out each note.
Gives it the more percussive feeling. Cool. And again. Miraculously quite a good...
Yeah, sounded pretty good.
Miraculously quite a good take. That's what happens when you're thinking. When you focus. Okay. Cool, you listen to that. And
sync that up, please.
It's
pick up the chat.
Cool. Okay, I'm just going way back. Here we go. Okay, Jotaro's theme. Yeah, it is really good. Blah blah blah. Primarily only do covers. Oh yeah. So Jordan, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So I would feel weird about. I'd feel weird about doing a cover of a game that I don't care about. Like, doesn't even have to be a game I played all the way through. It'd be weird if I was like, I'm gonna do this, record this song that kind of like just because it's trendy now. I'd feel weird about it.
Am I muted, by the way?
Oh, do you want muting? Cool, I'll do that now.
Oh yeah.
Mute.
Go on.
Cool, you're muted. No, I'd feel weird about like playing stuff just because it was popular. I mean, you know, if there's something that we like I say a game series or an anime, and it's like, oh, that's really popular, we should, you know, because, you know, the stuff that I like is mostly quite popular stuff. So I don't think there's much need to go search out things, you know, because if something is really big, like a game is really big, or an anime is really big, the chances are Simon or I will eventually have played it, you know? Anyway, continuing down. But anyway, thank you, Jordan. It's nice compliment. Here we are. Oh, thank you, Killix, for your another donation. You're very kind. Separate Patreon tier. No, right now there isn't. I mean, We could do that if you wanted. Oh, hello there. Games be played here says hello. Hello. No. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I thought it was because Killick's name directly above. GG Cookies. Thank you for your donation. Sorry, it's just because Alex James says, oh yeah, thank you, Alex, for enjoy. Thank you for listening to our music. But no, Killix, thanks for the suggestion. That's something that's worth thinking about. Having separate guitar tracks and stuff. We're having we're gonna be making like a little bit of alterations to what we want to do with Patreon. So we'll see. No announcements yet though. Did Simon show? Yes, Andres. Simon did show me Ace Combat. I'd never played it at that time. I might have played it with him a little bit, but Ace Combat is definitely really like Simon's thing. I didn't even know it existed until like 10 years ago, until he showed it to me. Because I spent a long time not playing video games. Because I got really into guitar, and then I didn't own a console between... I skipped over the PlayStation 3. And I got a PS4 because one of my friends was very generous to get me a second-hand one for my birthday. As a surprise. It was very, very generous. And what was I saying? Oh, PlayStation, yeah. And I got a PS4 like right before the PS5 came out, so I'm quite late. I've only just in recent times come back to playing video games regularly. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm excited to sort of come back to the world of gaming. I was mainly like the anime guy. You see a lot of the arrangements from anime. That's usually me. My arrangements are usually anime ones. And Simon's arrangements are usually the gaming ones. Oof. Games Be Played here asking, what is your favorite song to play on guitar? And what's your favorite song in general? I couldn't tell you what my favorite song in general is. I mean, I listen to so many songs all the time. That's hard to say. Favorite to play on the guitar? That, maybe I'll wait for Simon to come back for that one. Maybe I can answer in the meantime. Let me think. I do like anything that's like physically fun. Like, I'm really into... When I was a teenager, like, Metallica riffs were my thing. I would just play loads of... Well, not just Metallica, but like metal riffs in general. Just stuff with a lot of rhythm, like... a lot of heavy rhythm guitar. Really into that. Just depends what my mood's in, to be honest. Besides anime. Okay. Alex James asks, besides anime music and video game music, what do you like to listen to? I spend obviously the the majority of the music I listen to isn't video games or anime music necessarily. I listen to just like bands that I grew up listening to, or let me think. What am I listening to right now? I'm listening to a lot of Japanese stuff at the moment. Recently I've been going through another Mr. Big phase. Like I'm listening to a bunch of Paul Gilbert, you know. Yeah, right now I'm listening back to a lot of like the classic, a lot of kind of classic shred type stuff. Yes, Jordan. I think The Promised Neverland. I haven't read that manga, Promised Neverland. Or I haven't seen the anime either. It looks pretty dark. I kind of know the basic story, but I haven't read it. Am I reading any manga? At the moment, well, I'm reading a manga called Chi no Watachi, or a Trail of Blood, by Oshimi Shuzo, which is the same author as The Flowers of Evil. Hey, he's back. But yeah, it's the same author as The Flowers of Evil. It's a horror manga, and I really liked it for a lot of the time. Right now, I've read because I don't know what it is. The English scanslations take. I don't know what it is. Like the scanslation people taking quite a while to do one chapter. So I'm reading like the Chinese. I'm reading the Chinese translation version, and yeah, so that's what I'm reading at the moment. Trail of Blood by Shuzo Oshimi. Reading any manga at the moment, Simon?
Hey, me?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see.
Now.
No, I go through phases. Like I'm either reading a lot or like none at all. Yeah. The last manga that I read. I like a lot of horror manga, so I was reading Fuano Tane, so a lot of short horror stories. If you like sort of Junji Ito stuff, it's that kind of thing, you know.
Junji Ito
page-turner horror
is horrifying. I was just saying I was reading a trail of. I was telling the I was saying like I'm not reading anything at the moment other than that's a lie. I'm reading Dragon Ball Super, which comes out once a month, so. I read that on the Viz website. I'm reading I'm reading right now A Trail of Blood. Chi no Watachi, which is also it's a psychological horror by Shuzo Oshimi, the same author as The Flowers of Evil, Aku no Hana, which is another psychological horror.
So clearly you like shoujo.
Well, anyway, don't blow up my spot with all the Sailor Moon.
Do you like any classical music? Like Bach? Yes, I do.
I'm not. I don't like
listening to it.
I don't listen to a lot of classical music. It's good. It's obviously really good. I just don't listen to it very much.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Baroque period, and I like the polyphony and the counterpoint and all that stuff. Technically, and all the like all everything they do harmonically, rhythmically, it's all badass, and it's a
Yeah.
great sort of place. It's a great place to get inspiration from, and you could even take it like directly from it because it's in public domain now. But that would be a bit of a dick thing to do, unless you're being a bit tongue in
Hey,
cheek,
hey,
like what we did.
don't say that because Matt Bellamy's
what
gonna get
like,
mad at you.
well, we did it in Ace Combat. I threw in Vivaldi's Summer.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Sorry, was the, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, Matt Bellamy's gonna come and kick your butt. What? What do you mean I can't quote Mozart? Sorry, any Muse fans. Well, there's just one of those. Muse is one of those bands. They were so massive. I was just not into it. Not saying like I didn't like it. It was just like it didn't inspire any feelings. Was I any? Hey Simon, Sane
Yo.
is asking if you were ever in any orchestra concerts. I was never in an orchestra in any meaningful way. So I was like in the school orchestra just as like an after school thing, but I never performed.
I've been in a orchestra competition before with my international school. So I was a percussionist, and I've also been a trumpet player in the orchestra before. We've done like international school competitions and stuff like that, but nothing really beyond that scope. But yeah, I guess that's the breadth of my orchestra experience in terms of playing in one.
No, I was never good enough because by the time I was good enough at guitar to do that, I was already graduating. So I didn't, or leaving that school anyway, because I didn't start playing until I was 14. And I was never, like I had violin lessons, but I couldn't play violin. So, or I had violin lessons. I was in the Chinese orchestra technically because I also played erhu like my dad. But I wasn't playing well enough to like be in an orchestra. It was just like an after school activity thing, and I didn't join in on any of the performances because I just wasn't on the level to do that. So no, I've never participated in an orchestra. I have, however, conducted a quartet, which was incredibly silly. So Simon, you'll remember this. It was a singer that you and I both worked with. And it was like a string quartet version of one of her songs.
Right. Remind me who it was.
Naomi Suzuki?
Oh, yes, of course.
So you did this string quartet version of one of her songs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I remember now.
And she asked me if I would conduct her quartet. And I was like, okay, I mean, why not? Sure, it's like, sure. I showed up and was like, okay, I meet these four lovely, young Japanese ladies. I say young, they were the same age as me and older. I was maybe 23, 24 at the time. And then they go, oh, and it was Koichi. Koichi was producing.
Yeah, sure.
Get into the room that they hired in the studio has one vocal booth that fits one person. It's strictly a vocal booth. Like, I thought we were doing a quartet, and they were like, I think we messed up. And so I ended up conducting one member of the quartet at a time to something that was recorded to click. It was recorded to click. So I was like,
it's the most redundant thing ever.
My role there was completely useless. Surely, if you're playing to click anyway, what do you even need? What do you even need a conductor for? Anyway, look, it was a whole thing.
It changes the sound, Ali. It just makes it more legitimate,
It just makes it more cool. And I'm waving a pen. I don't even have a real conductor stick. I may as well have just taken I was literally just like a pencil, like 1, 2, 3, or like. Was it 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I had like a lesson in conducting when I was at because I did a year of production as well, and one of our projects was recording a string quartet. So we actually had one of the big ACM studio rooms to do that in. So anyway, it was a whole thing. So anyway, yes, classical music is great. I've never played in a concert.
Oh, Jordan asks, was that my idea to throw in Vivaldi? Yes, it was.
That's your arrangement, right?
That just, yeah, it was my arrangement. It just works with Ace Combat. You know, Ace Combat's epic, orchestral, Gregorian chant stuff. Any of that shit would work. And yeah, it just sounds epic. Just do it. And you could even just speak in gibberish, as long as you do it in that style. It'll sound cool.
Yeah.
You know. A couple more things. Do we ever want to listen to a VGM orchestra? I have. There's the Final Fantasy orchestra that came.
I'd love to. I haven't been able to. Actually, do you know what? My buddy Ben, a different Ben, not Ben from the band. I got sent this. Oh wait, hold on. It's probably on. Got sent this thing, like a concert video or a concert flyer. Here we go. The Dragon Ball Symphonic Adventure. So that looks very exciting.
That sounds cool.
So I would watch that. Final Fantasy and stuff like that. I would definitely watch that. Anyway, sorry.
Have you listened to anything from the Bravely Default live concert? I have not. I do like the soundtrack very much, though. Yeah, it's a great game, great music. You used to have a lot more videos with editing and effects for the intros done by Stephanie. Yeah, my sister was a professional cinematographer back in the day, and we had access to a lot more time and a lot more resources with her skills, which is why we could afford to do all that crazy video stuff.
I'd love to do something like that again.
I would, but we would need to hire in somebody to do that, because it takes long enough for us just to put out a regular video with just focusing on our music. To add all those effects and stuff like that, it can expect like the time between videos to double.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just want to make music and just put it out there. I mean, it's great to give it some cool effects, and if it works, great. Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to do more with like the Phoenix Wright video, for example, but yeah, I mean, to me, just getting it out there is more important than like waiting for like 3 months just to get somebody to edit the video just the way you want it, and then yeah, I just wanted to get it out and get it heard. But yeah, Stephanie is she my sister. She moved to the States many years ago now, and she's you know. I don't want to bug her with any more extra commission jobs and stuff. She's busy enough already with her kids and a new child on the way as well.
Little ass kids, man. Wow. No, yeah, because we're at the age now where everybody is having kids, so.
Sunset Lullaby original shows pictures where both of us were playing on stage. I think that was during one of the London anime cons.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah. What songs did we play? We played a bunch. We had a set list of like our biggest hits. So we played Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill. I think we played a bit of. We might have played Monster Hunter. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I can't remember our exact set, but we definitely played a couple of originals as well. Congrats to your sister. Oh, thank you very much. I will send her regards. Actually, I'll screenshot this and send it to her for good keeping. Thank you, guys.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay.
Let's listen to this thing that you've just done. Okay?
Yeah, go on.
Cool. I'm going to listen to it. Now, we've been answering a bunch of questions. But now we're going to... Okay. And here we are. Cool, yeah. It's because of the it's very like polyphonic, like wah!
Yeah, that's the idea. I wanted to breathe. You know, everything has its own space. So.
Yeah. Listen to it.
But I also wanted to retain the little hook at the end.
Yeah. Cool. Listen to it again. Yeah, I think yeah, I think we maybe. Yeah, it sounds good. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I guess in that section, you're the one playing. Hold on. I'll be playing rhythm on this half, I guess, or I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
Because it's kind of a mishmash.
Yeah. Let's write the part first. We'll work it out later. Yeah, we'll write the part first.
Okay, so now we need to come into our new section. So there's many things we can do. I'd like your suggestions first, Al, because I don't want to influence you too much with this.
Because we gotta take a dun dun dun. But no. Let me think.
Okay.
So. Maybe not, because we're already here. Let me give me a second. Because I don't want to do like.
Yeah. Of course.
I don't want to just go, but let me think. Oh, do you want to do like a kind of? I think.
Yeah. Go on.
Maybe. I think we could return to maybe some kind of. Okay, hold on. Wrong key.
Hold on. I'm gonna listen to it from the top one more time. Let's. Why don't you play it from the very beginning one more time as well?
Okay, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Bosh, from the beginning.
We could go straight to the minor. Like what pacing do you want here? Do you want it to pick up?
Give me a sec. Let me think about it. So that's kind of like a more metal. I mean, that's really cool.
We could, we could do a harmonized. We could do a metalcore harmony.
We could do like a kill switch engage, like.
But like,
no.
Whatever.
You know what? Let's do that. I want to do that. I want to do metalcore.
But let's do it, but let's retain the vibe of what we got. Okay. No, not none of that. That's too much. That's too much.
It's like on what's that one of Sevenfold song? Unholy Confessions. We were like.
I like that. Oh, hold on. How about?
Okay, you got. Oh, you're doing like. Okay, you're doing like
and then,
Campanella.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can go to whatever other chord.
I think maybe F sharp minor, D, and then we could do like we could do the. So like a. Oh.
Yeah, we can do something else.
Okay. Here's what I got. Cool. Hold on. So it's a common chord progression.
Okay. Sure.
But with kind of, I think we'll do a different.
A different little lick, yeah.
Either a different lick, or the first lick we do. Either the first run we go and have percussion, something like that. So like,
right.
I can't really do it on this guitar, but and then harmonize it a second time. You see how we think, guys. You see how we think the same stuff. We have the same sensibilities. Yeah.
And I think when we hit the, are we doing a D? For the second chord. Okay.
So we're gonna.
I think we can do we can do a drone for the D and a running melody in the background. So. Something in the background.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do that. Okay. So we're gonna go. So.
I think maybe I'll go. I think I'll do that.
So. Okay, cool. So we're gonna. Then I'm gonna go. Wait, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Oh. Yeah, Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Go for you going. Okay, so.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Why don't I do that?
And then
A. And then A, harmony here. And then E. Something.
Okay.
Something like what we did on the D, but on the E. Yeah. So maybe. So I think
how about we? Yeah.
So like that.
How about we go like? Go up.
Whoa!
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
We can go. second round. I like that.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is to make my life easier. I'm going to record the first 2 chords. So I'm going to do that bit, and you do the percussion because you're the king of that. So and then I'm going to go. But what were you going to do here?
Okay. Going up.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll record. Yeah, okay. Let's do that first. Do just your bit first.
Sweet. Okay, cool. I recorded the wrong thing, wrong bit. Cool.
Oh my gosh, Killix, thank you so much. You shouldn't have. I will let her know and send this to her vicariously. Well, no, literally, not vicariously. I will send it to her for sure. Thank you so much, Killix.
Ah, you're too generous.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Dude. Thank you so much. I will let her know that.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah. Okay, so that should be good for you to record too, I think. Bosh.
Okay, give it a try. Think.
Should work well with your part, I think.
Nice. Okay, I'll work on that. What I should do.
Yes, it's starting to come together, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, sorry, I think I'm getting a...
Cool. Am I muted?
No, I forgot.
That's sweet. It's up to you.
Oh, no. I'll meet you anyway.
Okay.
Sweet. Do you know what? Mute. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna mute you now. There we go. Oh, that's not it. Bosh. Yeah, well, thanks, Jordan. I hope it's people's next favorite too. Yeah, when I write a new song or create a new thing, it's usually like my favorite thing for a bit or a new arrangement or something. Oh. We're just gonna wait for Simon to finish this. Oh. Put this down for now. Okay. Oh, he's back. Sweet. Bish. All right, you're back. Cool. Let me listen. And then we're gonna do the next bit. Cool. All right, guys, let's listen.
And should I play the main riff now? So, yeah, go on.
Cool. Let's listen to this together, guys. Cool. Yeah, that's good. I like it the way it harmonizes. Da, 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 da. Yeah, and then
Then I can do this part, and you can come over the.
And then so if you do the, and then do something to do. Oh, do you know what? I'll do like I'll do like a.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, and whatever that rhythm part is, I'll harmonize something with you on that.
Cool.
So,
okay.
I'll just record that first bit then.
Cool.
Give me a moment.
Okay, I'm gonna give him another minute. Are you guys listening to your own songs? No, not really. I don't. Sometimes I listen to it and go, do you know what? I wrote a pretty good song. Sometimes I do that, but no, I don't really listen to my own music that I wrote. Not very often, anyway. And if I do, it's usually because I'm listening to it for the mix or something. You don't want to be that guy. It's like if you're an actor and you Google yourself. You know what I mean? It's like an actor looking at his own IMDb page. That's sometimes it's nice though, to listen back on a song that you've written, especially if you haven't listened to it. Especially, I've been writing songs for a long enough time now where there are things that I've written that I've forgotten about, and then I listen back to it and go, do you know what? You kind of listen to it like it's not your song, So that's quite nice. But, when I've freshly written a song, I'm not listening to it all the time. Okay, Simon's back. Ping.
A little bit. That
cool.
Thing. Okay, I'll do your thing, and I'll figure out a harmony over you. But you'll have to harmonize the main lick first.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
Listen to it. Rubbish! Oh wait, hold on. I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cool. And then, I think I will do it that way. So I'm gonna go. Maybe. Oh.
You could always chug something and then do a lick into the next chord.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
Something in between.
We should work this bit out. Hold on. Then. Well, I could go. Oh. Or. Bit of a scale run. Wait, what did you do here?
I went. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
quite a stretch.
No, it's not a good one. I think maybe. Yeah, it's physically not a bit. What do you think? So. Maybe simple is best.
What's my ringtone? I have a really boring ringtone right now. It's just the default iPhone alarm ringtone that everybody hates. I used to have more interesting ringtones.
That might work. Just a simple harmonic minor run. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, why not?
Or
yeah,
maybe
the primer for the next round as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, I quite like that too. Yeah, I like it. I like it when you swap between slides and string skipping.
Well, we're in F sharp minor, so yeah, we could do like a maybe. Yeah, I like that one. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like harmonic minor. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Like that. Dun dun dun.
Okay, why not?
So, and then we'll do a second round of it. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I like it.
It should be a that. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that. Sweet. It is now recording time. And bosh. Oh wait. Wrong channel. Undo. There we go. That was right the first time. Okay, let's try that again. Ah! It's that time of the evening. I do loads of dud. Well, that time of always where I do loads of dud takes. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And go. Ah! Played the wrong chord. And again. I hate that I can't, Actually, hold on a minute. I might be able to mute myself now that I think about it. So if I...
don't worry about it. It's okay.
All right.
It's okay.
I'll do this next time. If I mute myself on Discord and then mute my mic on OBS, you should be able to come through. I'll test this out in a sec. I want to record the part first. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm an idiot and wrote the part wrong. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Ah! Why? Unacceptable! Ah! Sorry, a bit hasty. You can tell I'm getting impatient.
Hello, Fuokun. Hello, Fuokun. my hiragana is a little bit rusty.
What's this? Ah. Forkun. Alright. Lovely. Okay. Ah! Don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. I was a bit distracted by something. Let's do that again. Should have been a B string again instead of the E string. But otherwise, that was a good take. I'm going to do that again. Sorry, mind blank. Sorry, guys. It's one of those days. One of those days.
Do you ever swear at yourself when you're like take 55?
Me? You've seen me record. You know what I'm like. We've recorded together. To answer your question, not much has changed not much has changed since the old days. So I'm just spending a lot of my God, fuck. Yeah. I'm like
the swear words become shorter and more.
Yeah. No, I stopped saying words altogether. If anybody's seen the show Adventure Time, I'm like Lemon Grab. I'm just like, oh, like head exploding. All right, again. See that's what I'm talking about. I'll tell you what though, I tend not to get, I try not to get super wound up the way I used to. Just because of
I know.
a matter of practicing what you preach. Because I see my students get all wound up and pissed off all the time. And I go, well, if you want to be able to get this bit, what you need is focus. And frustration is the opposite of focus. So just put the guitar down and come back in a couple of minutes. If you can't calm yourself down. Obviously, this isn't one of those cases.
Yeah, I mean, like, when my students... when my students...
Yeah?
When my students are performing, and they make a mistake, some of them, they make a mistake and they just stop. And they're like, damn, it wasn't perfect, But I'm like, well, it was all right if you kept going. It would have just been a small mistake that somebody would have forgotten about by the end of the song anyway. But you just made it a big mistake by stopping.
Oh, yeah. Complete. Like, making it to the end is more important in the practice stage than getting it perfect. This is like this is like music performance philosophy. Like, because it's a question of when, not if, you make mistakes, right? You will make mistakes at some point or another. If you just give up, it would be like if you were a runner and like you tripped for a bit while you were doing your hurdle or whatever,
and you just
went, and you just left. You just like walked away from the race just because you've kind of fumbled a bit on like one of the early hurdles. Like, no, you still have to finish the race. So it's like same logic. You have to finish the song, Anyway, I'm gonna keep recording. Coolio. Okay, first decent take.
Good. That sounded good.
Okay,
that was good.
Sync.
Okay, you take over chat.
Yep. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, for that song is the original you're talking about, Killix, or yeah, Freeze Frame 2006. That's a song that I wrote, and I actually recorded an electric guitar, like sort of rock version of it, that I never put out there. But if people want to hear it, maybe. Down for a bit. All right. Any questions? Darkness. You know what? Hey. Nicely. I've just turned the bedside lamp, there we go, towards me. So I'm fully illuminated. Why you never make electric guitar originals? Well, I do actually. I write a lot of songs, like rock songs, electric songs. But those are like my solo stuff that I have never released. I can release them if people want to hear it. But it's one of those things. There's always like a guy who's writing an album or writing an EP and it never comes out. No, it's not like some great reason. Like, there's no special reason I never put it out. It's just I never finished producing it. I'm not happy with the vocals. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with that. It's just like when I get round to it, I'll record like better vocals and stuff. Phoenix Pinion says, hey, we're just waiting for Simon to record a part, and then we're gonna listen to it. If you're new here, I've not seen you here before. F-Zero. That sounds good. Wait, sorry, let's put this here. Yeah. Yeah, F-Zero, definitely worth thinking about. I hadn't thought about that, but I think F-Zero maybe would be more for this channel. Let me see if I can look up some of the stuff. Yeah, I think F-Zero is definitely more for this channel than my solo one. I think with my solo channel, probably gonna do not as much of the like gaming and maybe some anime stuff, but not as maybe some anime gaming stuff, just not as much of it. It's just gonna be stuff where kind of guitar for guitar's sake. Anyway, what's my next goal with guitar? At the moment, nothing, but maybe play some. Yeah, I was saying I was listening to Paul Gilbert. That was the last thing I was trying to achieve, and I haven't yet. I was trying to learn the solo from Daddy, Brother, Lover, Little Boy, which for Paul Gilbert is like an easy solo. And conceptually, it's quite an easy solo as well. It's just unless you're really used to playing fast a lot, it's just the speed is difficult to keep up with. You know, I can't do it on this guitar. There's not enough frets, but oh, actually, hold on a minute. Yeah, like it's just a very difficult solo, and that's maybe about 70% of the speed, because it's like it's just really, really fast. Oh, he's back. Give me a sec. I haven't unmuted you yet. There. Cool.
Yo, welcome back, me.
Yes, cool.
So, I have just a little bit of it, bit of a harmony for your last bit. Let's listen to the whole thing in context from a little bit before.
Let's listen. Okay, and go. Cool, yeah. That's good.
And then what?
I
Obviously back to.
I think again.
Back to a.
You know. And then I think maybe. So we do that. I think do that sequence again.
Yeah. Okay.
You know. And then.
Exactly the same lick, you think, or something else?
I think the first half should. I think the first half's the same.
Yeah. Okay.
I think first half the same, and then variation on the A. So we're gonna go.
Okay.
Just so people can absorb that melody.
You want me to do it to start off with?
Sure. Yeah.
You want to do the...
Sure. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. So I'll do something simpler.
Okay. Let's record that real quick.
Okay. Cool. Let him record that.
Okay. Shall I record it now?
Sure, yeah, do it.
Okay.
Okay, I've muted him while we're recording. Okay. If we have to pick one guitar, acoustic or electric, you can't. Oh man, that's too difficult a choice. Okay, I love electric guitar. I also love acoustic guitar. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here with you guys if I didn't want to do acoustic. Thanks for the suggestions, Jordan. I'll definitely have a listen to those songs. Did you ever throw away any cover that you already finished and then say, it's not good enough? No. I'll tell you what. I recorded the first demo for Dragon Ball Super around the time it came out. That song. And because like Simon was still doing his masters, and you know we all have lives, we're busy with other stuff and real life away from the internet. We just never got around, and we had like a backlog of other stuff we were doing. We just never got around to record that song, and I'm actually glad, that we didn't. And I actually re-recorded. I re-recorded the Dragon Ball Super cover about a year later, and definitely really glad that I did that. I kind of went back to it and listened to it and went, oh, this really isn't terrific. Let me re-record it. And re-record the whole thing with some new sections and stuff. It was much better. Anyway, cool. So you've recorded the bit now?
Yep.
Cool, I'm gonna listen to it. Cool, so... Okay, so I'm gonna go... Cool. So we're kind of half trading parts. Perfetto. There we go. Okay, recording now. Again. Not focusing. Always not focusing. Cool. That's recorded.
That sounded pretty good. Yeah.
I have to be careful how much I hit this thing, because not my guitar. Maybe. I'll think about that later. Cool. Are you gonna do a second lick?
Yeah,
is that what you
want
to
think about? The second lick.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
Let's brainstorm it. So we're gonna do an A major.
Yeah, I was thinking instead of sliding up, we can do a downward motion, like.
We could do like a.
We can do a faster thing.
Whoa. All right, I'm up for that.
Well, how about yeah. So, but we'll, instead of doing 3 chugs, we'll do 2 chugs.
Okay.
But we can even go. We can go up the. Yeah, we can do the next compound third as well.
Okay.
So we can go.
Okay, like you could do like BB King 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, yeah. Do you want and then we'll do something as well for the
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I was just looking at a spam mail that got past our filters. You've been chosen! Exclamation mark. Please confirm your shipping address with Ether. Amazon rewards.
Oh, by the way, we get a lot of spam, guys. We get a lot of spam.
Yeah, go on.
We get a lot of spam, like bot emails from people pretending they want to sponsor our videos. Like,
this is true.
It's so annoying.
Like, oh, we love your content, and we think your platform would be great for our service. Blah 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 blah.
They don't even bother to learn what our names are. Absolutely disastrous. Oh, Aquafortis, thank you. Thank you for your
thank you.
Thank you for your super chat.
Really appreciate it.
Very generous, very kind. We appreciate it very much. And thanks for listening. Thanks for being here.
So instead of a chug, we could do it open, like into a sudden stop.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
You know, or
that'd be like an odd bar, right? I could do a little.
Yeah. No, it's not an odd bar. It's still all 6/8. Yeah, then I'll go into the E.
Okay.
Whatever, you know.
Yeah. So.
What do you think?
Okay, no, that lick is great. I'm just thinking what to do for this.
Do you prefer this? Or?
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Want to do it again? From...
So...
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Let's do that now. Okay, so I'm just gonna listen to the recording really quick. Do we want to go? Do we want to do that movement, or are we gonna go somewhere else with this? Because this sounds like, I don't know. This sounds like maybe a pre-chorus. I don't know. What do you think?
It sounds.
This could be the main motif.
Yeah.
And we can tone it down. And then we go back to the intro.
Here's what we could do. In the middle bit, I'm gonna say that this is like kind of like the, I guess the maybe not the chorus, but you know what I mean, like, yeah, kind of the chorus.
Theme.
Like, yeah, when we go like. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, hi, here we go. How about this? Or whatever.
Lovely. Yeah. That's fine. So
But I really like that thing where we go. How about this? You know that really bring it down with the percussion.
Yeah.
And then just a couple of rounds of. Really bring it.
Okay, so what we can do, we can play with the modes a bit here, because if you're just droning that D, I can mess around with a little bit of modal interchange.
Yeah.
Before we go back to what we were suggesting in the intro.
Okay.
How do you play that intro again?
It's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Yeah. we can go between. We can do some Lydian stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Let's get this bit recorded in. And since we know where we're going with this bit.
Okay, sure.
We'll do this bit as like the last thing, and then we'll continue this. Since we kind of know what we're doing here, so we're gonna go. Let me listen to it. Oh, okay. So let's do.
It's your turn. It's your turn to do this. We'll do like a. We'll do a quick double open strum. Yeah.
And then here we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Maybe how about a like that?
Hold on. Let's try that again. So I like that idea. It could just be a single note as well. So.
Okay.
Or
Yes. Yes. Hold on. I think
it could be. Or like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a build up.
I'm thinking either what you did, or so either. Yeah.
So. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. The original idea.
Cool. Okay, cool. I'll do that. Okay, recording time. You man the chat. I'll do that. Okay, cool. Ah. Sorry.
I don't want to talk too much over you.
No, sorry.
That's fine.
You played like harmonics, and I was like, oh, I thought it was in the recording.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Pretty quick.
It's hard to do that like in time because it's like the way is like because it's like it evenly like in 4, but we're in 3, so my rhythm my rhythm is my rhythm is less advanced than you. So. Okay, cool. Oh, this is rough. Cool. And also it's midnight here now, so I'm gonna have to make this the last thing I record. Go. That was very weak. I want to do that again with stronger strums. And again. Okay, cool. That's recorded. Sync. Bosh. Ooh.
Nice. Okay, let's have a listen. Cool. I'll see if I can work on a quick harmony. So you can probably retire your guitar and just take over the chat for tonight.
Okay, cool. I am no longer recording guitar because it's midnight here. Cool, Jordan. Are we giving Zoom lessons? Hold on. I do do lessons on Zoom. So because I teach here for various kind of like, well, not here, in England, where I live, for various places, for like music shops and things like that. So, you know, if people want lessons, hey. But I'll wait until I get back to England to see my sort of schedule. How would it... we just have to work out the time difference, Jordan. He's asking about guitar lessons. You just have to work out the time difference. If we could sort something out, I'm sure we can... because you said you lived in Carolina. So, say for example, Simon lives in Thailand, so you just have to work out. Let me see. There we go. So if we look at North Carolina time, GMT -5. So if you had lessons with, say, if you were to do a lesson with Simon, that would be GMT +7. I live in England, so that's just GMT. So you'd be 5 hours behind me in the UK. So in England you'd be 5 hours behind me because I'd be GMT. But at the moment I'm technically on holiday, so if you certainly yeah, if you're trying to get back into guitar, you can always do some lessons for sure. How long am I on holiday for? Until the new year. Until I go back to England and resume my work, which sounds strange to say, but I'm quite looking forward to. Maybe it's because I've been stuck here for the last 2.5 weeks. Well, I don't know about because Hong Kong right now is obviously being very, very, very strict about all this quarantine stuff. So we'll see. I don't know what it's like on the outside. I don't know what it's like to go to. I don't know what it's like to be going out to restaurants or going out to diners and stuff. You know, there's all these apps that they want you to download now and stuff. It's all, you know. I don't know what it's like on the outside. And the hotel that I'm staying in is in this area called Wong Zhuk Hang, which is way out. It's even it's on Hong Kong Island, but it's way out. You know, not a lot happens here. It's just hotel. Am I vaccinated? Yes, I am. The whole city on fire. No, it's not. It's not. Hong Kong is not. It's not as crazy as it was like 2 years ago because of all the COVID stuff. Everybody's been staying indoors. It's just not been the same level of protesting. Oh, are you kidding me? Ah. Bron Builds. Oh, thank you very much. You're too kind. Well, thank you so much thank you for being you and being very, very generous with your super chat. But no, to answer your question, saying yes, I am vaccinated, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be able to fly. So, hey, sync. Give me a second. I'm gonna put you back on. Here we go.
Hello.
Sweet.
Okay, I'm done too. My back is hurting.
Yeah. We're done. We're done. It's late. Cool. Let's listen to this new section. Listen to it and go. Sweet. All right, guys. Let's listen to everything. Oh, by the way, we got another super chat from Bron Builds. Very generous.
Oh, wow.
Very kind.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bron Builds.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, man.
That's amazing. It's really amazing. I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's listen to this whole thing from the beginning. Yeah. So I have a feeling that this song's not gonna be like, it reminds me a lot of Ebb and Flow already, where it's not really like verse chorus, you know?
Yeah, it's just sort of like continuous, right?
It just sort of flows from one thing. Like, what do we want to do next? It feels like one of those pieces, which I'm fine with. Let's play it from the beginning.
Let's literally play it by ear and let's see where it goes.
Yeah,
right, go on.
Cool. And playing now.
Nice.
Okay, good. Okay. Lovely. Brilliant. So
nice. It sounds like old school Lether originals.
Yeah, where we just went, like, this sounds cool, this sounds cool, this sounds cool, just put it all in. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of the early originals that we used to do. It does sound a lot like that. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? What's the vibe you're getting?
I think we can definitely come back to, I think that can come back.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that
And
we'll
you
just
did
do
the section before that.
So I think what we'll do is do another round of kind of messing around with the modal, this. Oh.
Yeah, we can do that.
That kind of like another round of that, maybe with obviously varying it from previous. Yeah. And then go into another, because so maybe it will be verse chorus in the end. Yeah, and then we could go back into another. So I think maybe we could go back into another. Or whatever. Like that. So I think we'll go in. Yeah. Cool.
Imagine an ending like that.
That's the end. Song's over, guys. Cool. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, we have enough. Yeah, go on.
I think we'll do another run of this kind of like droney modal thing, like droney Lydian mode thing, and then go maybe straight into the straight into what I'm gonna call the verse there.
Okay.
So we're gonna go do that whole. All that. So like 8 bars of that.
And we reintroduce this melody?
Yeah, like redo that melody maybe with some variations, yeah. Yeah. Cool. And then maybe... Because we could do another... And we could maybe reintroduce this thing. That thing at a later time.
Yeah, okay. I agree.
In a different... So it's like the same sections in a different order.
Sure. But we have enough to sort of stitch together a substantial piece.
Okay, we'll resume this next time. So let's answer some other questions.
Go
on. Jordan.
Let's do it.
Okay, to answer your question about potentially doing lessons.
Ooh.
Oh, you are on the Discord. Okay, yeah, sure. Hit up the Discord. And times and rates and stuff. Whenever you feel that you're ready to commit. We'll see, if either of us are free to and like, etc. Yeah. Discord's the place.
Oh, for lessons. Right. Yeah.
Simon, you might be a bit too busy.
I'm kind of busy because I'm actually a music director at an international school.
I'm
a private tutor.
So
I've got a lot of stuff on my plate at the moment.
I'll probably be able to fit you in. And also, I'm in England, so I'm only 5 hours ahead of you if you're in North Carolina. So
right. As opposed to what, like?
You're like 12 hours ahead, yeah. Cool, yeah. So yeah, hit us up on the Discord and I'll we'll sort something out whenever you feel like you want to begin. My taster lesson is anyway, we'll talk about it. Okay, so Aqua Fortis is asking, how long have you been playing? And follow up, were you instantly passionate about it, or was there some magic moment that you realize there's something about guitar? Well, my answer is I've been playing for about 15 years, maybe more. And I was always super into music anyway. And I started listening to Children of Bodom, and then I was like, oh wow, I want to be that good at guitar. I never quite achieved it, but I got about 60% of the way there. I never got quite as good as Alexi Laiho, but I was like, I want to be that good, But I don't think there was like a magic moment where I realized guitar was special, because I always thought guitar was awesome. But it wasn't like a moment. It was just over time I was like, oh, actually, I'm pretty good at this. Like I can actually really do this thing. You know what I mean? It was over time. It was kind of like, oh, I'm really a guitar player. You know what I mean? So I could play well enough that like people were telling me at school like, oh wow, you're good at guitar, and so on. So, what about you?
For me, how long have I been playing guitar? Probably about 20 years. Although I started off as a drummer, and I'm still a drummer. That's sort of still my most comfortable instrument to sort of just jam with and play along with. That's sort of my sort of Kickstarter instrument that helped me establish a solid foundation for learning other instruments too. And you can hear when a drummer has learned guitar, because a lot of their guitar stuff is very rhythmic, usually. Yeah, probably the same thing. I don't think anybody. There's never really for me as well. I don't feel like there was like a magic moment that we suddenly like, oh yeah, this is the thing. It's just my whole family, they all play music. They have different interests in musical tastes. They have they play different instruments, and I've always been surrounded by that whole cacophony as I was growing up. So a lot of my musical taste is basically what I was listening to as a kid in the car going to school, and my dad was driving me to school. So it's just a mixture of everything. And I suppose once I got good at, I suppose there was a point where I knew that I was, oh wow, people actually think I'm at a certain level that is equivalent to, what an adult should be playing. But I was like 8 years old when I was playing drums with an adult band already. I was like, okay, looks like I'm pretty good at this thing called drums. I'm going to keep it up. And like, as I play, I suppose there's less barriers getting in your way of learning. If you have a natural knack for picking up a particular instrument, it just feels like, it never feels like, it never feels like there's anything getting in your way to reach the next step. It's sort of just like it's the whole thing is fun. Like the entire journey is fun to get to learn the next fill, the next beat, the next song. You're not even thinking about like, oh, can I do that? Can I do this? You just do it, and like you make mistakes, sure, all the time. You screw up, and you just keep trying again. And you make it your own. And eventually you just focus on playing.
Yeah. It's like so many people get really hung up on that kind of stuff.
Exactly, and that bled into my guitar playing too. When I started playing guitar, I remember the hardest thing in the world was playing an F major chord, a bar chord. I was like, I'm never going to be able to do this. So screw that. I'm just going to play power chords for a while, and because I could at least play, a power chord shape at least two fingers, but I could do a lot of cool rhythmic stuff with my right hand. So I ended up just doing that the whole time. Eventually, one finger at a time, I started being able to bar the chords, and then and then just eventually been able to do it. And it's always gradual. It's never just suddenly it clicked one day. And it's never ever the first day you try something you can do it 100%. It's at least the next day.
At least, yeah. I'd say so. Yeah.
I mean that's just how your procedural muscle memory, your progressive muscle memory works.
Yeah, there does come a point where you go, oh, I can kind of hang with big boys, or at least in your mind, like what you perceive to be big boys. Now, obviously, Simon, you've been playing music significantly like a longer time than me, because you started on drums when you were little. I did piano lessons when I was like 5. I didn't really keep up with it, so I haven't been like consistently playing. But until I was like 14, I got into guitar.
Yeah.
there was a moment where I was like, oh, I can hang with like real players now, is when I moved to
Right.
England. And um, I used to live in Cambridge, and I used to go to blues jams in Cambridge. And this is back in the day. I was 16 then. This was back before they were IDing everybody. You could just go to the pub. Nowadays, if I was 16 now and I tried to do that, I would get kicked out the pub. They used to just give us free beers. Like, oh, performers get free beers. They didn't care if you were 16. You could smoke in the pub back then. It was great. Saying that, I didn't smoke then, but I don't smoke now either. But I went through a period in my mid-20s where I was smoking cigarettes, and then I stopped. But it was when I went to these blues jams and I was like playing these 12 bars, which sounds like such a simple thing, just jamming solos over, playing some. Oh yeah, Bron builds. Yeah, we do have a Discord. It's on our Patreon. So if you sign up on the Patreon, you'll have access to that. But yeah, it was when I started going to blues jams and I was like playing with these much older musicians, more experienced musicians. That I was like, oh wow, I can actually play now. I'm not just like me and my ragtag bunch of like dickhead teenage friends trying to play like songs from our favorite bands, but playing it kind of badly. Like, I'm playing with like seasoned proper musicians, and they're telling me that I'm good. Like, oh, that was kind of quite a big thing. We play like Stevie Ray Vaughan and BB King and stuff like that. The guys I hadn't heard of, but I knew a 12 bar. I knew how to play a 12 bar. I knew, like, stylistically I knew what I was doing. So that was kind of a big moment for me when I was like first moved to England. I was playing with these older musicians. So I don't know about you, but you've been playing with grown up since you were 8. So on drums.
I've been playing drums since I was 4, because my family was a family. I grew up with a family band, so I was always the drummer, because that was sort of the leftover instrument that the other my siblings like didn't play as much. So I was a drummer, and then literally I was like my feet were barely touching the pedals. They had to get me a special chair just to play along with it. And eventually that sort of bled into the music I played in high school. In middle school even. Like, I was an elementary student playing with the adult staff band for the international school.
Yeah.
And I guess I didn't feel that was too weird, because I grew up doing that with my family anyway. I was just like, let's just play, right? Like, I happened to notice I'm the only kid who's in this band, but I'm used to that. So yeah, I mean, I saw a question up earlier. Does being good on guitar help in other instruments? Is saying, I think being good on any instrument will help you learn any other instrument, and that's true. But I feel that instruments that specifically emphasize large movements, or instruments that allow you to sound good easily, is a much better bridge to other instruments. So, for example, drums or piano or voice, those three things for me are the easiest things to get into. If you get good at those, it's much easier to branch off into other instruments and start sounding good. If you give a kid a violin when he's 4 or 5 years old, he'll sound like shit for 3 years, and he might be completely disheartened.
Listen to what he said just now. Listen to what he said, right? Listen to what Simon just said, and take that to heart. For all you guys, I don't know how many of you guys have kids. Don't take your 3-year-old son for a guitar lesson. Don't do that, because take your 3-year-old son to like little kiddie group bongo class where they're just like hitting things in vaguely in time, and they have fun. Where having fun is more important, that is more the focus than being correct.
Yes, exactly. And kids it's all about the experience when you're at a young age. As a music director, I have to teach toddlers all the way up to secondary school, so like you can really see where their focus lies. You cannot, there's no use telling them, oh, this is a C chord, playing a quaver, and etc. When they're at like 3 or 4 years old, you just play music and you just dance and sing along with them, and you let them experience the difference between fast and slow, the difference between loud and soft, the difference between a rhythm and a steady beat. You don't tell them what it is, you just do it with them until they familiarize themselves. Later, when they grow up, then you can sort of translate those concepts into more, more biteable, more digestible pieces, and then eventually you can turn them into the formal theoretical terms. But context, like, comes later. Experience always comes first. And yeah, if you give a kid something that requires finesse with small finger micro movements, it's going to be agony for both the teacher and the kid.
Yeah. They just don't have
just give
yeah. Remember that kids,
so like
that they don't have there's a reason they don't, because young kids, say 3 years old, 4 years old, they don't have favorite bands yet, really. Not independently. There might be some kid who likes AC/DC because his dad likes AC/DC, but they don't have they don't really have the passion to like push through the difficulty of learning something that tricky until they're not until they're older, so make it about having fun, because kids want to have fun and they learn better when they're having fun. So
you're apparently a Dark Lord, Ali.
I know. Wait, hold on. Let me hold on.
Were there any other questions? Oh, I see.
Is this the real?
Was my goal always to be a music director, Simon? No, I had no idea that was on the plate when I was doing music. Honestly, being a musician isn't the smartest thing to do from a business point of view. But that's not the point, right? You do it because you like to, and if you're fortunate enough that your family supports your what you want to do, then take a crack at it. I mean, of course, keep your expectations realistic. You're not gonna like make it big all of a sudden, and just suddenly turn your life around in one day. So the realistic thing is, most musicians, if they're good at a skill, as the Joker says, if you're good at something, never do it for free.
That's the only life lesson. That's the only life lesson you should take from the Joker. Take none other.
Exactly. If you have a skill that you can pass on to others, then make that your bread and butter. And that's why most musicians who have a teaching side gig, or eventually a main gig, as their bread and butter income source, because that's a much more stable way to live. And as your side gig, you'd be in a band, you'd be doing YouTube, you'd be doing other things. If you're fortunate enough to make it big on one of those platforms, yeah, sure, you can focus on one of those other things. But most of the time, teaching is the most stable way to just to keep afloat.
I think variety is very important as well. I think I don't like to do the same things all the time, and so I think it's quite good that I teach guitar in several different locations. I don't just go to the same place, every 5 days a week, every day. And I have different students. They come and they go, and also I do like a gig here. I make some money doing some gigs here and there. Obviously, I do the YouTube channel, so I get to record and the good thing about this is we get to be artists and we get to be creators without really having to be in the record industry, really. So we don't have obligations to like a talent agent or a manager or you know what I mean? So it's
Sure.
quite. I think we get. What I like about this is I get all the good parts of being an artist. We get to like make music, and we get to be like, you know, talk to you guys, and you know, you guys enjoy what we do and stuff. So we kind of get all the good bits without having to, you know, spend months on the road for no money. And
Killix asked, did you ever see, have you ever experienced a child or a kid who didn't want to be in your music lesson, and are your students grateful?
Oh, so first of all, so many students, maybe not so many, but enough where I go where it's a bit exasperating. There are a lot of, if you know, anyone who's ever taught music, you know, one-to-one lessons knows, you know, or any after-school activity, which is what guitar lessons are for most people. It's usually after-school activity for the kids. I've had definitely more than a few students who maybe thought guitar looked kind of fun or cool in the beginning, and then they did a few lessons and, you know, kind of either got bored of it or didn't want to do it anymore. But then mum and dad have already paid for the guitar and the amp and the lessons, so it's like, and then they stick around for a year, 2 years, just coming to lessons week in, week out that they hate, or that they would rather be at home playing Xbox. So a couple of times I've had to speak to parents and go, I don't think he wants to be here. I had a great moment where I was teaching a student, back when I used to work in Godalming, forever ago. And this kid, he used to have lessons with his brother, and clearly never practiced, clearly wasn't interested in playing guitar. And I did this one lesson with him where his brother wasn't with him. And they used to have lessons with him and the three of them, him, his brother, and his mum. And one time it was just him, the older brother, and I went, dude, you clearly never practice. Are you just not into guitar? Like, because we do this thing every week. I give, you know, we've been doing the same book, entry level guitar book, for like 6 weeks, and we haven't even really we've not properly learned any one of these songs. Like, if you wanted to, you could do this in 1 week. You'd have learned 2 songs in 1 week. Are you just not into it because that's cool if you're not? And he said, like, and he was really honest with it. He was like, no, I'm not really that into it, to be honest. And he was only like 11, so I was I was impressed with how honest he was. And I said to him, was it your mum's idea? And he looked at me in the eyes and he said, she would never admit it, but yeah. I was like, yeah. I was kind of I found that kid really difficult in the beginning because he was a nice kid, but he just didn't practice. So I found him really frustrating, really difficult. The second he said that, I went, I like this kid now. He's a good kid.
Yeah, I agree. Too many parents treat their kids as an accessory to sort of bolster their own you know, face value. To be fair, people around their community.
I think that I think his mum's intentions were good. Because
I know,
she wanted him to and his brother to do something together.
I understand that,
but
and I have I have many families like that where I teach their siblings together, so they learn together.
Yeah.
But what I but it's true. Not you can't expect everybody to like absolutely everything they're given.
Yeah. And so,
but that's you know.
They eventually did stop, so it was like fine.
Yeah, and sometimes that's the best thing to do if they don't want to do that. If they want to try a different instrument, maybe they do. Like, you know, I'm hard. It's hard pressed to find anybody who doesn't like listening to music. You know, it's just that when they start learning the mechanics of it and how much you actually need to put into it to get something out of it, sometimes it's a bit discouraging for them. But that's why I feel that it's still possible if you've tried your hardest, if you've differentiated your teaching, if you've made it really digestible, if you've tailored your teaching to their preferences,
Yeah.
and you've sort of habituated certain things. If you've done everything you can and they still don't like it, then all
There's nothing you can do.
you can
There's
do is
nothing
be
you can do.
honest and be like, yeah, just move on, you know.
Yeah.
Would you take your children to compulsory instrument
Well,
education? No, never.
no,
Nothing should
if
be
they don't want to
compulsory
do
in
it, they
that
don't want
sense.
to do it. You want to. The thing about kids,
Of course.
obviously, Simon, neither Simon nor I have children, so maybe we're talking out of our asses here, but um, you want kids to have the opportunity to do stuff, but you don't
Yes.
want to make them do stuff they don't want to do. You know, and there's obviously a fine line between, you know, teaching them to be grateful for the opportunities that they have and teaching them to finish what they've started and stuff like that. So when you get into that, that muddies the waters a little bit. But at a basic level, you want them to have the opportunities. You want them to be grateful for the opportunities that they have and take advantage of them. But also, you don't want to force them
Yeah.
into doing things they don't like. But
And I'm not, yeah, exactly. I'm not teaching this kid just so he can be grateful to me and praise me like a lord, right?
yeah,
I don't care about that. The
yeah,
whole point is I want to make you a better musician in the most fun, in the most accessible way as possible. And if you don't want that, there's nothing I can do on earth that can help you if you don't want to do that. Um,
yeah,
yeah, so
yeah,
I mean, the, yeah, all you can do is try your best and give them as many opportunities as possible,
yeah,
as Al said.
yeah,
If you've done those two things
yeah,
and they have a genuine love and like for music, they'll succeed. If
yeah,
they don't like music and they'll if they don't like music because they've had a previously bad music teacher and they've had bad experiences, then yes, you can possibly change that and turn that around if you
yeah,
if you're a much better teacher than their previous one. But if they just don't like the idea of practicing an instrument, then yeah, there's not too much you can do.
yeah.
I mean, as long as you've tried everything, yeah.
Yeah, I think if they don't want to, the thing about like musical instruments is that if they don't want to do it, they're just not gonna do it. You know what I mean? You can't make them. Like obviously, when it comes to kids, like if you're raising your own kids, there are gonna be times. This is turning into a parenting sermon. Obviously, there are gonna be times where you have to make them do things they don't want to do. But I think for music, you know, unless they're practicing for an exam or something, then
I mean, for
there's no point to make them do stuff they don't want.
yeah, I as I said, I'm a music director, and I teach toddlers, K1s, elementaries, all the way up to secondary. And for my secondary band program, it's quite a unique one. Instead of like a typical sort of concert band situation where kids get assigned different instruments and they work with their tutors before coming together for a big recital kind of thing at the end of the year. We do something similar, but we do it in a much smaller scale with modern band instruments. So
Yeah,
keyboards, drums, bass guitar, and we play sort of current music. We play current genres that kids are into. We play a whole set list of things that you would typically find in the last 10 years or so. And what we would do is we would talk about the songs, we would analyze them, but I would give them a choice on what instrument they want to commit to for that particular song. And I'm not expecting them to stay on that instrument for the whole year, just for that song. So the idea is I'm making them sort of multi-instrumentalists as well as sort of just building their general musicianship. I'm not like cursing you to stay on one instrument for the rest of the year, and they have that freedom of choice. I have multiple. I'm fortunate to have multiples of each instrument. So
yeah,
if I might have two drummers, one bass guitarist, three guitarists, and one singer, and I'll work with all of them in different ways, in which they can actually have fun playing the song. They don't have to play the song exactly the way that it's portrayed in the original recording. It can be a much simplified version. They can just play quarter notes. They can just play the basic beats. The
yeah,
whole idea is just getting them to jam and play and just be in that sort of band community. And eventually, we can move up and make it more complicated. And when the kids that are more advanced, they when they've learned their parts, they can become they can become the mentors, and they teach the younger
Yeah.
kids their parts. And in turn, they teach each other. It's this whole mechanism. It's a big balancing act, but once you get it right, it's like a really cool engine to watch unfold. You can see kids learning music because they want to do the music justice, and not because the teacher's telling them to do it. And that's like one of the
Yeah.
best moments.
Tell you
Yeah,
what, you know how you said, you know, oh, some kids they can't be bothered with the, the the mechanics of the music, but they all love,
yeah,
they like to listen to music.
yeah.
That's not entirely true. I've had more students than I thought I would ever have. Where I go, what music do you like? And they go, oh, don't know. I don't really listen to music. I just like whatever's like on in my dad's car, I guess. Huh?
Mm.
I go, huh? What? Well, then why are you here? Why are you here? I'm like, brain melting. It's like, why are you trying to learn how to play guitar? If you don't like me, if you don't listen to music, if you don't like have songs you want to play, this is like my brain is just like, what do you mean? I'm like 404 error in my head. Like, what?
Football school.
Yeah, it's like you're here to do. Do you know what? I had a student. He clearly didn't really wasn't that into guitar. He had quite a nice guitar though, but he liked football, and I would talk to him about football, every so often. He supported Liverpool, and if any of you are from any UK listeners, I specifically wrote for this kid a tab for the song from the match of the day, which is match of the day is this is the song. Was it? Was it? It's just like this little kind of Mexican,
Yeah.
brass.
It sounds Mexican.
Kind of, it's on brass and stuff, and it's just the theme tune for the highlight reel, the highlight show for the weekly highlights of that week's football. I don't watch a lot of football or soccer if you're American, but I know that song, and I was like, he likes football. I'm gonna write out this thing for him, and he was quite into it, and we worked through it, but like he just wasn't generally into music. So there was nothing I could find for him that he would be super like excited by and want to learn. And eventually it just kind of fizzled out. Eventually stopped lessons. So
Yeah, for me, we just got a question. What percentage give up playing the guitar at the very beginning?
Few.
I have a policy. I have a policy where if they don't want to do it in the beginning, we don't start. So like I will talk to the parents and find out if it's really the kid who wants to learn, if they're curious about the instrument. I will also check their age group, see if it's appropriate for them to even start playing something that's meaningful.
How do you
What's
find
up?
that? How do you find that out if the kid wants to do
Well,
it?
I talk with the kid in front of the parents at the same time, both of them. So I talk with both of them in the same room about it, and I'll be like, oh cool, you want to, I sort of bring it up as a passing comment. It's like, oh cool, so I heard you wanted to start guitar. Have you ever played guitar before? And if they're at a certain age, I can sort of direct my language to, to be more appropriate for them. But if just calling it out right in front of their parents in a very casual way, in a very innocent way, kind of forces any sort of thing to come out there and then. And
Yeah.
like if the parent wants to force their kid to play a particular instrument, I'll bring it out of them and say, no, don't do that. I think they'll be better off doing something if they don't want doing something they want to do. Sure, they might not know that they like guitar if they haven't tried it before. Which is why if they're in that sort of camp, we will always have sort of a free trial lesson, or we'd give it a go. And even before any of that, I have sort of age restriction policies because of those technical limitations at certain ages for different instruments. But to answer your question, what percentage give up playing the guitar at the very beginning? None.
None
For
yeah.
my students.
I'd say so.
Because
none.
I have, yeah. it's at least, we go through at least a semester of lessons before they decide it's for them or not. Most of them do continue for me, and it's not just guitar lessons; it's guitar, drums, ukulele, singing. I teach all those things, and it's the same thing.
Most people, like kids, grown-ups, have the sense to know, like, you're not gonna have the common sense to know, well, I'm not gonna know if I like it or not until I try it for a while. Like, it's just common sense. You're not gonna like play guitar for a week and like be amazing, you know. So most people have in fact everyone pretty much has the sense to go like, okay, I'm gonna give this a few months and see how I feel, you know. So it depends how you engage them. Like I had some students that was like, they like guitar and they like music, but you know, you have to find the thing that they like. I have a couple of students who I do like, you know, songs from anime. Like today I was doing the song from Trigun. You remember Trigun?
Classic.
Yeah. I had a student who wanted to learn songs from a different student who I don't have lessons with her anymore, unfortunately, because I think her work, she was out of work for a bit. We would do songs from the anime K-On!
Oh yeah,
which is amazing. So you just gotta find the thing that they like. I had these other students who wanted to do Mastodon and stuff. But yeah, no.
I think there are a few things you can do to help kids who are still on the fence. Like, if you give them opportunities to perform in ways that are not threatening, like just literally like record a performance once you've practiced it through, and keep like a diary of your progress. Send it home to their parents to see, or have other friends play instruments with them as well. Like the more of a community there is around supporting the act of playing a particular instrument, the more likely they are to continue. As again, providing opportunities and just doing your best to support their needs. Like, don't just be a cookie cutter teacher and do the same thing for every single student. It's just never going to work out that way, because everybody has different speeds. Just be aware of who the hell you're teaching.
Yeah. So I don't know. Most of you guys are probably not instrument teachers, but if you ever get to the level and become professional, musicians, and you get into teaching, these are things to think about. Because Simon and I have both been teaching for quite a while. You actually became a school music teacher. I never did that. But I've been teaching guitar since before I graduated from uni, so things
over 10 years.
10 years, yeah. Cool. I guess that'll do it, guys.
Yeah, it's been a nice long session of a Q&A at the end.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Q&A, because since we've reached 50k now, we're gonna have to do a proper Q&A. I don't know if we want to do like a recorded one where it's a bit more polished.
Yeah, we could.
Just because why not?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We'll see about that. We'll see. Not now.
Yeah.
Like
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Yeah. We'll do it in like maybe a couple of weeks or something. Oh no, Nicholas Caro, you just got here. Well, we're here every Sunday. We're here almost every Sunday. We're here every Sunday.
Yeah, I think
at 1:30 GMT for a couple of hours.
Yeah. So today was our third session, fifth in total, but our second session on this particular song.
Yeah.
And next week should be, hopefully, our final session to finish up this particular song.
Yeah.
We'll try our best to do that.
We'll see. Isn't next Sunday Boxing Day?
26th, right?
All right, we'll see. I'll see if I can sort something out. But cool.
We'll see.
Yeah, because it's Christmas time. Things are a little bit trickier. All right, well, guys. Anyway, thanks so much. Thank you to everybody who just for being here. Thank you to all the guys for your super chats as well. Everything's
thank you so much.
Everything's
really
very appreciated. Yeah, everything's very much appreciated. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you again.
Good Lord, Killix. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, Killix, you're killing us with these donations. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're too generous. Anyway, thanks very much, guys, and we'll see you either next week. How long are you away? We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next. If not next week, then certainly next time. Have a good Christmas, everyone. And if you're not from a Christmas celebrating nation, then have a
good New Year.
Have a good New Year. Yeah, have a good New Year. All right.
Yeah.
Nice one. Okay.
All right, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hold on.
See ya. Yeah. Are we gonna keep doing this?
Wave. Oh.